Hi guys, Ray here, City Fan TV. I'm joined by the main man himself, the boy in blue, Bernard Janine from the Citizen Channel. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, little boy blue. That's what they call me, and I don't. That's just the women side.
I was going to say that's what the girls call you.
I don't know why. I have no idea. I'm absolutely. Well, I was going to say excited then, but not yet. I'll be excited when I finish work tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. I might be a bit more excited.
If you're still excited when you're little boy blue, then you got a problem, mate. Right.
I'm just crying, mate. I'm just crying that we let this superstar go that we're going to talk about today.
We're talking about little things and what happens in the cold. We've got Cole Palmer. We're going to talk about Cole Palmer because people are, again, having a go at what City have done. Because Cole Palmer, he's now got 20 league goals this season. He's equal at the top with Erling Haaland. He scored 4 goals against Everton for, you'd say, he did pretty well, scoring a perfect hat-trick and then a penalty. And he scored a hat-trick at home for Chelsea in the last home game. And suddenly he's got a ton of penalties this season. I don't know how many he's got. Is he almost in double figures? But he's there with 20 league goals. He's doing it for Chelsea. Do you think?
And assists. I think. In all competitions, he's got like 13 assists as well, or something like that, and 23 goals is it in all competitions. So 36 goals and assists ain't bad, is it?
It's fantastic, mate. Absolutely fantastic. So the question is, a lot of people are having a go at City again and saying, "How'd you let him go?" and all this rubbish. Okay, and then you got some people who said, "Oh well, he was crap last season." So we got that Baldiola fella said that he was crap last season and all that, and all. He was our worst player. No, he weren't. He was actually, I thought, okay for a kid who wasn't playing much and playing out of position. So, what do you think? Have we missed out big time by letting Cole Palmer go, or is it just one of those things?
Opinions haven't changed, mate. We had this discussion before the season. At one stage, I think we were agreeing the way he was playing. He's got a possibility this season of doing really, really well with us and getting a bit more game time. Pre-season, he did very well. Then all of a sudden, he got dropped to me. I remember me and you being on and saying, something wrong here, something not quite right. And then, of course, the Super League, he got his goal for that one. But I just get a sense that there was something behind the scenes at that stage, which was saying that Pep was probably going to promise him game time, but obviously not enough that he wanted. So again, it's a similar situation. It suited both parties. He wasn't going to be 100% happy. This schoolboy United fan, we call him now, of course. This schoolboy United fan wasn't going to be happy with what Pep was telling him. Of course, if he'd hit the ground running and been tremendous, of course, Pep would have had to change his mind anyway. But I don't think there's any change in my mind. That it was good for him and it was good for us at the time to do it. And all credit to him. He's doing it at a mid-table Chelsea team. He's their star man. He's allowed to roam. I think he wouldn't have a restrictive role like Pep would give him. And I think it suited both parties, and of course Chelsea get the benefit. But don't worry about it.
Yeah, no, I think you hit all the bases there. There's lots of bases there. Obviously, I'll start off with that roaming thing. At City, he would not have got that freedom. He will have a fixed role like Jack. And I've said it before. Look at Jack. Look at what Jack was like at Villa. Freedom. He took risks, made mistakes, scored some cracking goals. Riyad Mahrez at Leicester. Freedom. Yeah, he made some mistakes, got some cracking goals. Very influential. But at City, you're restricted and you're not the same player. And that was a problem I felt with Cole Palmer because he made too many mistakes. Pep doesn't like us losing the ball. And because Cole takes risks, you make mistakes, but you also get rewarded. And that's what's happened at Chelsea, getting that reward. So it was unfortunate that last season played out of position. This season, I thought this season he was on fire, but he still made mistakes. That goal in the Community Shield, but to get dropped when we were, I think, we didn't look good in the league. Although we won the first 6 games, we didn't look as good as we were last season. And then to score another great goal in the Super Cup and then not play again. So like you said, I said there's something going on because he was the difference. He's the difference, and you're not getting in. We need
Well,
to,
especially with Mahrez going, we thought, well, he's got an opportunity now, hasn't he, to do this? And of course, Doku came in, but he wasn't automatically going to play on the right anyway.
yeah.
So it wouldn't have been a challenge to him as such. It, obviously, a challenge to Grealish, which we know we've seen happen. And it happened, and it's still going on. So Doku's having to switch over to the right sometimes now because Mr. Grealish is back in good books.
On that point, I thought he'd be fighting with Bernardo for a spot or as an attacking, especially when KDB was out. When KDB got injured as well, and you think surely he's got a chance. You know, like I said, Doku and Grealish are there. Bernardo, Cole, Foden, as those three, and it's 2 out of those 3. And I thought he's got a great chance now of having plenty of game time. But I think the thing was he wouldn't be allowed to go out on loan, and he had to be sold. So he either stay, play sparingly, or be sold. And we went down this. Look, you know, financially, it was great for City. We sold him for 40 million quid, 45 million quid, whatever. We got plenty.
What's he worth now, mate? What do you think he's worth now?
If Chelsea were forced to sell him, more than Grealish, it'd be £100 million.
Think?
Yeah. I tell you why. Look at the prices people have been going for. All right, Chelsea might overpay here and there, but look at, you know, he's a player who scored 20 league goals. People are talking about Ivan Toney as 70 or 80 million quid at the moment. Okay. Ollie Watkins will be in that bracket. Well, Cole Palmer's got as many goals as Ollie Watkins. He's playing in midfield and he's created so many opportunities as well. So I think, and for his age, he's still young. So I think you chuck all those things together. He's got such a future ahead of him. He's still 21 years old. All right, he'll be 22 in a few weeks' time, but he's still 21 years old. So you're not just paying for potential. He's delivering now. So I think prices would start at 80, probably around 100 million is what you're looking for. You know, if it was Bayern Munich, obviously they'll wait for him to be out of contract, or Barcelona or Real Madrid. But if you had to realistically pay for him, that's what I think you'd have to pay. I hope we've got some nice clauses in there, but our clauses will probably be, if he gets Ballon d'Or, we get 5 million quid. If you win the league, we get, and these are not going to happen. I hope we got, if he scores 20 league goals, you pay us an extra 5-10 million quid, but I can't see that. So he's worth a lot of money. But at the time, he wasn't going to get the game time. We got 40 million quid. It really helps us on financial fair play. That 40 million quid helps us to buy Doku and pay for Doku. Nunes, forgotten about him, haven't we? Kovacic. So, you know, financially, it was a great deal for us. It's a shame but then again, if Cole Palmer was at City now and had the backstory of what he's done at Chelsea, would he be making the team ahead of KDB and Foden? He wouldn't get ahead of Foden.
No.
So he's still got that problem. He would never have developed as much. Now, I didn't think he'd develop as well as he did. I always thought he had the quality, he had the talent. You know, he went unnoticed a little bit when he was playing for the EDS. Because I think Delap had a great season with lots of goals. But Cole Palmer had nearly the same number of goals playing in midfield.
I did my little thing of him when he left. I obviously did a little thing on his time, and obviously a lot of it was concentrating on his EDS stuff and things, and so many good things he was doing you just forget about. Particularly, as you say, he was doing some amazing stuff for that, and he wasn't up there, you know, as you said, with those guys you mentioned. It was just beautiful for that team, and of course a big part of it, and of course we saw snippets as the first team, but never quite because of the competition. It's as simple as that. I mean, if Chelsea weren't in such a disarray, but he knew it. He knew he was going to get game time. He was got a chance to prove himself, and credit to him, he did it.
He's lucky as well that Chelsea, all the players they've got, all these players, a lot of them are not.
Because we thought that when he went, we thought, well, good luck to that, mate. With 50-odd players in this, getting into that team. But Poch, credit to Poch, he had a plan for him, didn't he?
I also think he started off well. And the fact is, if he'd been at City, look, he won't be taking the penalties.
It was a bit like Doku. Doku was on fire, wasn't he? And then obviously he's had a lull. But obviously Palmer, within Chelsea standard, he's been consistent, and that's really good.
But I think, again, as I said, he wouldn't have had the penalties, and he would have been fighting against Foden, KDB, Doku, Bernardo for starting spot. So even this season, he just struggled. And like you say, I say good on him. He's done well. You know, he took the risk. A lot of people said he was greedy. He went for the money, and all that. But I hope I didn't agree with him.
Overdue a rise, isn't he? I would have thought a new based on what he's done, he'll be after his agent will be after a new contract.
Yeah, no. I say good luck to him. I think he's done great for himself. He's done great for Chelsea. Hopefully, he'll do great for England. And people are talking about.
As long as he don't do too well this week against some team that were, you know. You just know he's got to score, don't you? But there you go.
But I'll go for the standard 3-1 in the FA. I'm getting it in early before we ever talk about that. But no. Look, he's doing well, and all credit to him, and good luck to him. It's a shame he's not at City.
No criticism of him, particularly. No criticism of City. No. All round, it was correct at the time. And
the one thing that I am disappointed by, because KDB hasn't got more than, I think, 2 years left in him. Can you imagine what it'd been like having Cole Palmer and Phil Foden playing ahead of Rob?
Yeah,
that's what.
We're not perfect, mate. We make mistakes.
Look, there's so many players out there that have come from City that have gone off to make it. They're talking, Tosin Adarabioyo, we sold him to Fulham for, was it, $500,000 or $1.5 million? And Spurs are after him. Teams in Italy are after him. Other teams in the Premier League are after Tosin Adarabioyo. So, whether it's a mistake or not, you can't keep everybody. They can't develop. So, you take your money, you move on. And hey, we're still top of the table. We're still fighting in 3 competitions. So, we haven't done too badly this season without Cole Palmer. It'd been lovely to have him. But hey, there you have it. Good luck to him. And hopefully he carries on pulling up trees apart from this weekend, and he does well for England in the summer. Thanks a lot, mate. You take care. And thanks you guys for watching. I will try and be back a little bit more often from next week. I'm still on a crazy schedule. But we'll get some time towards.
And if you get bored, guys, go over to my channel, please. Just help me out as well.
Pop across to the Citizen channel. You can get your fill of Bernard every single day. I
can bore you to death on there as well.
No worries, mate. You take care, and we'll see you guys soon. See you around, Blues.